Hey folks, Texas high school basketball district play in full swing. We'll get you warmed up right now. Kids are now back in school, so crowds should be even bigger this week at all the basketball arenas. Let's take a look at some key matchups in the Louisiana Hot Sauce Hot Zone. While Plano East and Louisville take most of the headlines in 6A, Flower Mound, Marcus, and Hebron aren't too shabby themselves. The Hawks are undefeated in district play, and Marcus only has one loss. Both strong contenders for the postseason, and both have 17 wins on the year. They face each other Friday night in Flower Mound. The Marauders return 10 Lettermen, including stars Dominic Harris and Jaden Ramanan, who are senior leaders, and that sophomore stud Luke Susko. After a tough season a year ago, Marcus has flipped the script and they're ready to compete for a playoff spot. As for the Hawks, they rely on Jalen Haynes and Cameron Mansfield to produce points, and they've come through thus far. They get a spark from juniors Ashton Toney and Isaiah Williams. Look for Hebron to be in the postseason as well. This game should be a tight affair. A fun one in DISD will take place in Pinkston as the Vikings host a top 5 team in Dallas Carter. The Vikings took a hit when Dink Pate left Pinkston after his junior season last year to head to the G League. However, Rashad Simpson has picked up the scoring load for the Vikings. Simpson is coming off a 31-point game in a Pinkston win over Aubrey. However, Carter has been playing at an extremely high level themselves. They just finished knocking off Houston, Washington, last year's state runner-up. Carter has a lot of senior talent, including Chance Purrier, Cole Williams, and Daniel Thomas. The Cowboys feel like this is the year they can put together a run to San Antone and knock off Faith Family along the way. A convincing win over Pinkston could prove a lot to any naysayer.
Switch to Cricket Wireless and get blazing fast 5G for your entire family and 4 lines for only $25 per month each. Smile, you're on Cricket.
The Hot Zone is presented by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce. For all your game day snacks, bring the heat with the original Louisiana brand hot sauce.
We caught up with John Paul II's small forward Bryce McGlothin on the recruiting trail, presented by Xochitl, Chips and Salsa.
Hi, my name is Bryson McGlothin. I go to John Paul II High School, and I play small forward. There's a lot of things about Richmond that kind of checks the boxes for me. Just school-wise, it's a basketball school, and also it's a highly regarded, highly respected academic school. It's the degree there carries a lot of weight. And just being at a basketball school where the program is kind of up on a pedestal a little bit, those were like 2 things I was looking for school-wise. The coaches were, just supportive. You look at Coach Mooney. Coach Mooney's been there, I think this is going on his 19th season. He has stability. He's not going anywhere. I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, so one of the biggest things I pride myself on is like not having I like to say I don't have any holes in my game. I like to, part of my calling card is, just being able to do all around, be able to do everything. For my team, right now, I kind of have to be, I have to be a scorer at times. Sometimes I may have to facilitate, move it around, play point guard. I have to rebound. Defend the other team's best player, or if they have a bigger guy, because I'm the tallest player on my team. So being able to just do everything, and offensively and defensively. It's been a cool experience. Last year, we made it all the way to the state championship, and unfortunately, we didn't pull it out. But we're looking to make another state run this year and win it this year. So we're excited. Definitely being a competitor, being intense on the floor, and bringing a lot of energy. I want to be known as almost like a showman. People want to watch me play.
Let's take a look at some other games to look out for in the hype. A great 11-6A girls matchup takes place at Cedar Hill Friday night. 6th-ranked DeSoto will go head-to-head with the Longhorns. Lady Eagles are used to long playoff runs, and they're a regular at the Alamo Dome the past few years. Every major contributor to last season's 28-6 team are back this year, besides Mariah Vincent, who transferred to Cy Springs. That includes Malaysia Smith, Nisa Muhammad, and Ryan D'Souza. With Andrea Robinson coaching, DeSoto knows how to use their talent to swarm opponents defensively and make big buckets on offense. Cedar Hill has played a tough schedule and had some bumps along the way, but they're capable of pulling off some big upsets like they did at the Spring Creek Barbecue Tournament in Mansfield. Brooklyn King is leading scorer for the Longhorns, and she may have to step up even more against powerful DeSoto. Mansfield Summit is ranked in the top 10 for 5A. The Jags have a home game with Midlothian to prove why those rankings are just. Summit is a year away from a state tournament appearance and played Colleen Ellison tough before bowing out late in the game. This year, the Jaguars have fought through a tough non-district and have gained invaluable experience along the way. Quentin Owens-Ross, Ryan Williamson, and Derek Brown have been big contributors this year. Sophomore Theo Brennan is an emerging player for the Jags who hope to build off the school's first state appearance by going back-to-back. For Midlothian, Bryce Tennyson is going to have to lead the way offensively if the Panthers can stay in this matchup. It'll be tough, but if Midlothian can turn the Jags over enough, they can pull off the upset.
Switch to Cricket and get a new Samsung Galaxy A14 5G for free. That's free as in $0. Isn't that just mind-blowing? Smile, you're on Cricket.
Warm up your game day with the authentic flavors of ancient cooking. So thin, so crisp, so good. Xochitl.
Let's take a look back at who won our defensive title belt. Plus, we'll see who might come home with one this week in the Buzz. Last week, we gave the defensive title belt to the Hebron girls. The Hawks defense shut Coppell down to just 27 points in a 13-point win. No shots were easy for the Cowgirls, and that's why Hebron has some new hardware. This week, it could be Highland Park holding up the belt. The Scots have a big 7-6A game at Jesuit, and they'll have to overcome a tough Ranger team and a tough Ranger home crowd. Solid defensive effort could earn Highland Park an impressive road win. Hey, that'll do it for today's show. Thanks for joining us. We hope you are warmed up for some Texas high school basketball.